Due to the graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised.
I went out on a track last night to the fishing cannery. So the killer clue was a vault, so to speak, and pretty much a wall around it that was obviously previously there, covering it up. It was almost like a secret passage.
I've arranged for an explosives expert to meet you at the cannery. We need to find out what's in that vault.
You used to do demolitions in the Army, right?
In the Marine Corps.
Forgive me.
Can't say the Army.
I'm surprised Frank isn't here. It seems like he's always here on these scenes.
You're gonna press this in. This is gonna start flashing. When it starts flashing, you gotta charge. It's gonna eventually get solid, but
Kick
as
it
soon
in.
as you hit this button,
Let it go.
it's going.
Hey, when it blows, no one goes in there. Everybody understand that. Fire in the hole!
Oh my God.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of them? There's 8 bodies.
In the quiet town of Sunrise, Maine, a killer is on the loose. A reward has been offered to 10 ordinary people. They have been sent to Sunrise to play the killer's twisted game.
Welcome to Sunrise.
Now, they must enter the mind of a killer and solve the mystery before they are eliminated, one by one.
I truly believe that Lambert may be the killer. May be wrong at this point because the image is still out of focus, but out of the 5 that are left, I believe Lambert may have done it.
I'm stuck right now between Jimmy Tinker and Frank Kovic. Hop in, Stacy.
It's Frank Kovic, without a doubt. I guarantee it.
Before we start, I want to say that I know this is a stressful investigation. And I know last night we had some tempers that flared up. Jeff, you and Angel had a serious disagreement last night.
Jeff.
Yeah. that's
People
my
like
name.
you and me don't get along.
Why is that? Funny
Because-
how your whole personality changed after I leave.
I appreciate the fact that we were able to put that aside this morning and go out and do our job.
After last night, I think everybody calmed down, realized that, hey, we're here to play this killer's game. They're gonna be okay.
Okay, the next lifeguard is chosen by the last will and testament of our last person eliminated.
My choice for lifeguard is gonna be Angel. Because Angel, I think out of everybody, is really, really, really into this game. First of all, he's having a great time, but I think that Angel's heart is in the game more than anybody.
Good deal.
Okay.
When Katie chose me as lifeguard, what it meant to me was that I was out of danger. She was giving me that final chance to set things right.
This morning, you found the skeletal and decomposed remains of 8 people. What else did you find in the vault?
We recovered the remains of a burnt newspaper article, which,
Okay, we have a photograph of that here.
Right, that's
The
it
governor
there.
orders crackdown on East Coast smuggling.
Here you go.
amid war fears. We did a quick search around, and you can see all the crates had the OSL label on it.
Okay, what were in these crates?
What we found in the crates were empty bottles of booze. We found 24 rows of tobacco, and we found 4 rows of some white powdery substance. We believe it may be cocaine.
Pure snow.
What does that tell us?
That the OSL was involved in smuggling booze, tobacco, and cocaine, and these people may have come across their organization, and so they eliminate the witness.
Sorry, little lady.
These boys have been handcuffed.
Yeah, let's not touch you.
Oh, that all handcuffed. What does that tell us? They're handcuffed.
Sure didn't want to
Held against their will.
Right.
Is it safe to say there's a possible murder?
Yes, sir.
I agree.
We believe that skeletal remains of the people found in the vault may be of the Duchamps.
Duchamps. That's the family in the photo you recovered from the motel room where the burnt man hanged himself.
If you could take a picture of those outfits. We noticed that two of the skeletons lying beside one another had the same outfit. And we believe that those two may be those two young girls, those two twins pictured in the photo. We kind of like try to get a count of men, women, because some of them still had, like, some of them had dresses on, some of them had shirt and pants.
There's 8 bodies. God, if we find a 9th one, we got the whole Deschamps family. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're not gonna find no 9. You know why?
Why?
Because the little boy survived.
Why is he circled?
Because he wasn't found in the vault. Somehow he was spared, maybe.
Okay, who is he?
I remember when I was 8 years old.
My earliest memory was in 1941 when I was 8 years old. I remember running through a dark hallway filled with smoke. There were flames at my back, chasing me.
So you're saying it's the burnt man?
He witnessed the murder of his family.
The left side of my face had melted and my tongue had swollen. I couldn't do anything but run.
I think he was in the cannery. I think for some reason I've been picturing him out here on this pier. Maybe he got out of that vault or something.
I didn't see the town of Sunrise again until I was a man.
According to the forensic report, the bodies you discovered in the vault died from asphyxiation and intense heat. Now, there were 4 adult males. One of the adult males was missing 2 fingers. There were 4 females. 2 were adolescent girls, apparently twins.
There we go.
And one of the older females was suffering from alopecia, and that's a genetic condition that causes hair loss.
The
Go
2
ahead.
fingers, which body was that on? Male or female?
One of the adult males was missing 2 fingers. Well, what's your feeling on that?
Well, it definitely reflects on Nate's fingers being found.
Whoever killed those people, whoever killed Nate Flint, is copying that murder.
We're basing all our information now on this picture of this Deschamps family. And so far, every person has represented someone from this Deschamps family.
Let's check it out. Our first victim was Nate, correct?
Right.
What do we know about Nate? 2 fingers were returned back to us.
Correct.
So he's missing 2 fingers.
Right. Just as one of those men.
Just like this man here, then.
Definitely.
Okay, what was our next body that came up missing here in town?
It was Abby.
Abby? All right, so then what your theory is that Abby is who in this picture?
One of those young girls.
Not one of the twins. though.
I wouldn't.
Does she represent both of them?
You tell me. But we don't know about Abby, Lyda.
Yeah, we do. Abby and Mary Elizabeth, because Mary Elizabeth acted so much like Abby.
So you have
Possibly like twins.
Who else?
Can we go through the girl with missing hair? Maybe that has something to do with Lyda Rose Blodgett.
Why?
This killer
He shaved her head.
so ruthlessly.
So possibly this woman here is the one that has the condition in the vault that doesn't have any hair. Then who else? Thibodeau? Who does Thibodeau represent?
I would say the first man all the way to the left.
Okay. Who else from the current
The
people?
general.
The general.
General? What's unique about the general?
He would be the center.
Do we have any other murder victims that we know of in town?
We have Carmen.
Carmen. But
Their
she's
bodies returned. Why?
Is she an outsider?
She was an outsider.
Right.
Nate and Abby Flint are dead. They belong to me now. But I have no use for Carmen Flint, and I will send her back soon.
She has nothing to do with the revenge
Not part of the
this
family.
killer.
Anyone else?
Oscar Blodgett.
Right on. His body was stolen.
And he was killed by the John Doe.
I murdered Oscar Blodgett.
Right, by the burnt man. And it appears that the killer is building himself a new Duchamp's family.
Right.
But there's still one person unaccounted for, this woman.
If we're going by that board, then Connor's gonna have to represent this woman.
Should we be concerned for Connor's life at this point?
Well, there's a lot of females in town, gentlemen. Yeah.
Never.
There's a lot.
Same.
So I don't know, we're gonna have to figure out a way of narrowing it down if we want to try to protect one. I don't know where to go from there.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Mayor.
I got to talk to Gary right away.
Sure. Why don't you come on
Okay,
up?
thanks a lot.
What can we do for you? Good to see you, sir.
Gentlemen,
How you doing?
it's, I don't know what it was, but today's events have set the town into a new level of panic. I got people calling me. I got people in my wife's office. So I called a town meeting for 5 p.m. I'd like you to come there. If you can come, I really need you.
That thing that you found today, whatever it was, creating a lot of madness in the city.
No questions till we get inside.
Oh, come on, let's go quickly. Guys, I will let you know. Everyone stay back here. If anyone crosses this line, they're going to spend the night in jail. That's the problem.
We believe that a town member may be involved in the murders in Sunrise. We've come to think that the person or persons involved may be a relative of the family that once lived in Sunrise, named the Duchamps. The Duchamps were a family of fishermen that worked independently for any one of the canneries, including Kingfisher. The murders that had recently occurred in Sunrise may be a copy of the Duchamps murder. At the beginning of our investigation, we received a roll of film. On this film, the killer identified himself or herself as one of 15 suspects. Please, we cannot disclose the identity of any of our suspects, so please do not ask.
I just want to know, I mean, you're talking about murders that happened a long time ago, and what does that have to do with anything that's going on in our town?
Okay, it's a very good question.
It has everything to do with what's happening today, Neva. Everything. He's talking about 8 bodies they found there handcuffed together. That's mass murder. That's mass murder that you're talking about, okay? And those people, they were human beings, just like Lyda and the Flints and Mary Elizabeth and Thibodeau, just like them, okay?
I'm sorry, I don't want to say that.
You can't just keep ignoring the past.
It was 50 or 60 years ago.
Everybody knows that this town was built on murder, okay? On the blood of innocent people. And you can't.
Who knows that?
This crime deserves to be brought to the light.
I'd like to say a few words, please. I'd like to say a few words, if you please. I think it's time for the people of the city of Sunrise to face our past and repent. Because this killing will not stop until you all face your past and repent for your sins.
Rusty, you stay in the city limits, Rusty. Yeah. Let's hear it for God. Look, man, let's get back to the... Hey.
This murder investigation has been a long, long haul, and I feel like we just entered the 4th quarter.
We are getting to the point where I would say in about a day or two, we can actually go ahead and finger someone for committing the crimes in Sunrise.
A little baby carriage.
Let's bring it inside.
Some Elidas. Beautiful. There we go.
Garrett, we found the killer's package right outside the door.
Okay.
It's a white basket with some of the lighter Blodgett dowels.
Angel?
Yes, sir.
You know, this is the first time we've gotten the red and black envelopes this quick, isn't it?
Yes, and it had a note on it that said for tonight.
The killer left a note in here. It says for tonight, which implies we'll have to play the game tonight. Of course, he sped it up because I think you're getting close. Remember, the killer has said that the red envelope will contain a question about your investigation. And if you answer the question correctly, that he will clear one of the 15 suspects that we have up on the board. Okay, the question is, what year did my father die? What year? Talk it over.
Burnt man, 1971?
That's the only numbers we've really heard that much, is 41 and 71.
Do we have consensus?
Yes.
Yeah.
We believe that the burnt man may be the father of the killer, so we're gonna say 1971.
1971, okay. We're sending the answer 1971. Correct.
Good deal.
Who's he gonna clear?
Rev.
The Reverend Rusty Crandall is now cleared. We have gone from 15 suspects to 4. The black envelope is supposed to contain directions to 2 locations. One of the locations, the killer will leave an important clue. At the other location, the killer's going to be waiting, and one of you won't be coming back. Lifeguard, I'd have you reach in here, take the 2 envelopes, give them out to whoever you would like.
Which one you want?
Okay. Alan, why don't you open yours up and read first?
To the Flint house. Enter through the basement door, and that's it.
Okay. Jeff?
I'm going back to Beck's compound. I'm gonna enter through the courtyard, and that's all it gives me.
Time is approaching when the 2 remaining investigators will have to make their choice for who the killer is. In the event both people select the same suspect, the last will of the person eliminated tonight will determine who gets to pursue their suspect and who will have to choose differently.
Well, tonight, I guess, is the final night, and it's kind of been tough.
I always have good hunches, and I picked the wrong map. I know it. And I never feel that way. Never.
Good luck, both of you.
I'm going with Lambert. You see, now I'm going by the clue of the father, 1971.
Lambert was born here in Sunrise, but raised in Central Maine.
Shortly after I was born in Sunrise to a 15-year-old single mother, they tossed us out of there like yesterday's garbage.
Never identifies his father, so I still believe that Lambert may be the killer.
It's never been confirmed that Tinker's father is dead. Connor's father drank himself to death.
I blame this whole town. It's as if they put a gun to his head.
Did someone mention upstairs that Frank was adopted?
The Kovics adopted me, and they are my parents. I mean, they made my childhood golden for me.
He's not really adopted, but he just doesn't want anybody to realize what he's doing. He's not adopted. That's his dad. That's Frank Kovic's dad. Yeah.
I didn't see the town of Sunrise again until I was a man.
I solved this case.
What town are you from again? I forgot.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee, yeah. When I was young, I used to like the Southern rock and roll.
Leonard Skinner?
Yes, that's my band.
I am going out on a 50-50 gamble tonight, and that's about the way my luck runs. I heard Jeff saying he has the best luck ever. Well, I don't.
Look, man, I wish you luck, really. I'll do the best I can, but I don't have a good feeling tonight. This is it, Jeff. I've never felt this feeling in my entire life.
You're a young-looking 30.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm losing all my hair.
No, you're not.
I'm losing some of it. I don't know if I'm going bald or if my neck's blowing a bubble, to tell you the truth.
Is that what they told you?
But it's, yeah.
All right, man, good journey, huh?
Thank you. This could be it.
Who do you want to see coming up those stairs?
Alan.
Why?
Being that Jeff and I don't see eye to eye on anything, I feel that whatever he finds out there may not be shared. Jeff happens to come up those steps and he doesn't share that last clue with me, I'm gonna go with Lambert tomorrow as my choice for the killer.
Let's do it, Jeff. Let's do it.
What's up, Big Daddy?
The minute that Alan came up those stairs, I felt like a huge weight was lifted off my shoulders. I felt my smile creeping back onto my face, and it felt great.
Come over here and give me a hug, Gary.
Welcome back. What do you have? Tell us what you got.
Well, the flowers. Another tape.
Another film, 16 millimeter.
Oh, my God.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised.
Hey,
Good morning, guys.
How you doing?
I got a call this morning from Dr. Bowden, who informed me that late last night, C.R. Flint collapsed, and it appears he died from a brain embolism. It appears that it's natural causes. That's all I have on that.
I think there goes any answers we had about the OSL, or any questions that could have been answered.
Well, we may have something on the OSL. A couple of days ago, Angel, you were with Jeff. You guys had gone out to the OSL meeting hall and recovered this wire, what appears to be a recording mechanism. Now, the technology was tough to download it into the computer. However, we have been successful, and I want to play that for you now.
Gentlemen, come to attention, please. On this final meeting of the Order of the Scarlet Lupin, pray remain silent for the last reading of the roll call of the high officers. Merchant, here. Rose, here. Flint, here. Blodgett, present. Thibodeau, here. DeBeck, present. Larrabee, here.
What does that tell us? Who are the names?
Merchant. That's Marie Elizabeth.
Right.
Who else?
The Flint family.
Okay.
Oscar.
And Lida Rose.
Thibodeau.
Who else?
DeBeck.
Do we know why the killer is picking
Yes.
He's picking everyone that had something to do with the OSL, which we think had something to do with the Duchamps.
So who does that leave us then?
Sam Larrabee. And
What does that mean?
She's gonna be his next victim.
I think so too. I think it's a possibility. And I know that she's working across the street. Get a walkie-talkie, let's get over there and get her back here.
You think she's still alive? Sam.
Watch out, the killer may be here.
Wait.
Gary, we just got into the diner. There's been some disruption here. Something's going on. We have a note on the TV with the VCR built in. It says, press play. We're about to play it.
Play the tape and see what's on the tape.
Congratulations. You are seeing this because you have been successful in your investigation. And because you have followed the leads that I have left you. I can't do this. I am going to claim my last victim before the day ends. My work here will be finished. And I will go back into the background. Wrongs will have been righted. And a terrible injustice revealed. Thank you. None of this would have been possible without you. I have enjoyed our game. I hope you have too.
Feedback. Feedback is that we need to catch this man today, or this woman. We have to ID them before he kills Sam.
Exactly. But before we continue, we have one last piece of evidence to look at. Now, you played the killer clue the other night, and you recovered a 16mm film.
Right.
Let's take a look at it.
This was my family in 1940 on Thanksgiving Day before the fire. Here I am. This is my grandfather, and my father. He would have been your grandfather. In 1941, they were working for the Order of the Scarlet Lupin, running cigarettes and booze out of Canada, using the Kingfisher sardine factory as cover. Then the government started to crack down on smuggling, and the officers of the OSL panicked. On their orders, Oscar Blodgett, Hayden DeBeck, and Calvin Roosevelt Flint lit the match that covered up their crimes and burned our family alive. Everyone, including a pregnant woman. I escaped the fire and came back to Sunrise after 30 years to take my revenge. Yesterday I started with Oscar Blodgett, but it hasn't eased the pain. I've not only been scarred by the fire, I've become a monster. And I'm ending my life tonight. You're too little to understand, but I've seen to it that this will be sent to you long after I'm gone, so that you might learn who your family was and who killed them, and that you might know that your father loved you. Goodbye, my son.
Impressions? We know the killer's a boy, or a man.
Why?
He says my son.
At the end.
Right.
That's right. Does that eliminate?
Connor.
Okay.
Ain't that?
What else?
Tinker's too young.
Why?
Because he says
He's
in
only
71.
21 years old.
How old is Jimmy?
Jimmy's 21. He
Are we
wasn't
sure of
born. Yes.
He can't be it, correct?
No.
We have two suspects, Frank Kovic and William Lambert. And we know the clock's ticking. The killer has taken Samantha Larrabee hostage. And he said he's going to kill her and he's going to make his escape tonight. And up to now, both of you have been working as a team. But now it's time to work individually as investigators and make your choice on who you think the killer is. But remember, you don't just rely on the evidence. That has a lot to do with it, but because our time is of the essence, you're also gonna have to rely a lot on your gut instinct, okay? And the training and the experience that you've had up to this point. Are you guys clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we need to save Sam. Let's get to work. I'll see you as soon as you've made up your mind.
Using the Kingfisher sardine factory as cover. Then the government started to crack down on smuggling, and the officers of the OSL panicked.
Now we are down to two suspects, Frank Kovic, William Lambert.
Maybe Lambert is not the person, but every part of my body is telling me it is, it is, it is.
My name is William Daniel Lambert. I'm 46 years old.
Lambert. After reviewing his bio, I've learned that Lambert was born here in Sunrise, but raised in Central Maine.
Shortly after I was born in Sunrise to a 15-year-old single mother. They tossed us out of there like yesterday's garbage.
With the killer question of when did my father die, we kind of like put it all together. The little boy was the burnt man, and the burnt man was Lambert's father.
Goodbye, son.
And Lambert is continuing his revenge on the OSL.
On this final meeting of the Order of the Scarlet Lupin, pray remain silent for the last reading of the roll call of the High Office. Merchant, here. Rose, here. Flint, here. Blodgett, present. Thibodeau, here. DeBeck, here. Larrabee, yeah.
I'm sure Lambert could have done it, but for some reason, I'm just not, I'm not thinking William Lambert. I was dead set on Frank Kovic. The simple fact that the burnt man said that his son was a little boy.
But I've seen to it that this will be sent to you long after I'm gone.
He would have been younger at the time than William Lambert. Lambert would have been 16 or so, and Kovic would have been 5.
Sealed in the 2 envelopes in front of you is the suspect that you named as the killer. Before you reveal your choices, this is your last chance to change your mind. So, Angel, are you confident about the decision?
Yeah, I'm confident.
Okay. Alan, are you confident about your decision?
Yes, sir.
Angel, please stand up and open your envelope. Show us and name your choice for the killer.
I believe that Frank Kovic is the killer.
And explain your reasons why.
Should I read the statement that I have prepared?
That's fine.
Frank Kovic, 34 years old, born 1960.
What made me decide that I was going with Kovic was that final clue. It's a film left to the killer by his father.
You're too little to understand.
The kid he's speaking to is too young to understand that Lambert is about 16 years old, and maybe he's not too young to understand. Maybe he's old enough to understand. But Frank Kovic is only about 4 years old. I'm sure it's Lambert, but not that sure. Now I believe it may be Kovic. And it's killing me. It's tearing me up. I can't believe I'm going to go against everything I believed since the very beginning. I might have to choose Kovic.
Alan, please stand up and open your envelope and show us and name your choice for who you believe the killer is.
I'm going to go with Frank Kovic myself.
Okay, explain your reasons why.
The only personal evidence that we've collected throughout this investigation was at Lyda Rose Blodgett's house. And each suspect had a personal article left there, from Frank's game piece to something off Lambert's jacket. But the fact that Frank's game piece was laying underneath her blood has made me stick with Mr. Kovic.
We have a hostage out there, guys, and we can't afford to concentrate our efforts on just one suspect. So we have to decide which one of you will pursue the suspect that you've named, and which of you will cover the other suspect. To do that, we have to look at the last will and testament of the last person eliminated, which was Jeff.
I pick Alan to go on another track. But Alan, just pick Frank Kovic.
I had a gut feeling that Jeff was going to leave me with the first choice. I knew that he and Angel had some bad blood, and I think I have a good shot at winning this.
It's a horrible feeling. And then to give this guy the last word, I didn't want it to come down to that.
Now, I've checked with Duncan, and the 2 suspects are most likely to be at these locations. Lambert at his home. So, Angel, you're going to be heading out to his home. And Kovic is supposed to be at his boathouse. So, Alan, you'll be going to the boathouse. Now, Duncan's going to meet you here and take each of you out to the suspect's location. I want you to go out there, and I want you to try to find Sam Larrabee. And then cover whatever evidence you can find to tell us which one of these men is the killer. The one who finds the killer and his lair, you have won the killer's game. Good luck to both of you.
Thank you. Kovic and Lambert live on the same street. Tonight I'm going to Frank Kovic's boathouse. I've been there once. He wouldn't let us inside, but I'm definitely going to get inside tonight. And since I'm getting first choice, Angel's going to have to follow up and go to Lambert's house. Sam. Tripwire.
Hello? Sam?
What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Don't you know where you should be?
What is all this?
It's my work. What I've been telling you guys from the very beginning. I'm trying to figure it out, just like you. Don't you get what he's doing?
Yeah, I know exactly what he's doing.
And don't you get who he has?
Yeah, he's got Sam.
He has Samantha. He has my Sam, okay?
Sam's here.
She's not here. She's with him at his place. And we need to get there now.
I think Sam's here. I want to go through here.
Hello? Sam? Sam?
Oh my God.
Hey, freeze! Freeze!
Angel.
Freeze!
Oh my God. Come, let's get her out of here. Let's get her out of here. Come on. This is disgusting.
Sam!
Go upstairs if you want, Alan. We gotta go to Lambert's.
Sam!
I don't know what you want from me. I don't know how I can convince you that she's not here.
I know the whole
I love
story.
her, and I would never hurt her. You gotta believe me.
Because why?
Because she's carrying my child,
Exactly.
man. I would never hurt her.
Who else knows that? I just want to go through here for a few
Take
minutes.
all the time you want. I'm going.
You have nothing up here?
I'm going. I'll see you, Alan.
Sam!
Why don't you put her down? Let me get a blanket.
Not
for this.
here.
Hold on.
Not near him.
I was dead set that Frank was the killer. I thought since I had picked his lair, he wasn't going to be able to kill me, but he was going to take me somewhere and show me something. And boy, did he ever.
You found it. What does it say?
I was a child when you went away.
I was a child when you went away, so in your eyes, I never grew up. When my mother died, I found your film and I knew what I had to do to become a man. Now I've completed your life's work. Your loving son, William.
What the hell does that mean? So you did it, man. You get to kill at his game, man.
When I showed Gary a picture of Kovic and I said, I believe that Kovic is the killer, and he looked at me and he asked me if I wanted to change my mind, I wanted to yell out yes and just flip it aside and grab Lambert and hold it up. And you know what? I can't really understand why I didn't do it. Man, I came close to just giving it all away and losing.
Congratulations. Get over here. I'll give you that. I'll give you that hug.
In the end, it's funny because I felt that Jeff had the last word. And after what we had gone through, I really didn't want to give him the last word.
I don't really feel like I lost anything. I'll take second place to a guy like Angel anytime.
I did it. I know what it's like to turn on the television. I know what it's like to become a TV detective.
Congratulations, Angel.
Thank you very much.
You've solved this murder and apprehended the killer. In appreciation, the town of Sunrise would like to present you with a check for $250,000 and the keys to a new 2002 Jeep Liberty Sport.
It was a lot of fun, but I'm a firefighter, not an investigator. I tip my hat to those guys who do that for a living.
Incoming shooter. A presidential candidate has been targeted for assassination.
If Palmer gets hit, they'll tear this country apart.
And federal agent Jack Bauer has just 24 hours to stop it.
Don't trust anybody, not even your own people.
Oh.
You're gonna blackmail a district director?
He's got information that I need.
Fox presents an entire season of television.
Find a shooter, Jack.
Devoted to one unforgettable day. 24, a television event, Fox Fall.